Uh, Hello and welcome to this session of the Knox B2B Podcast. I'm here with Elena Beatty and we're discussing real estate investment in the Knoxville area. Elena, thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, love to know a little bit about your background and what got you into what you do now.
Awesome. Hey, so I started off, before getting into real estate, I was a mechanical engineer. So I was working as a mechanical engineer for 7 years. And, even while I was working my job, I was always looking for a side hustle, looking for a way out. I always loved real estate, maybe from Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Right.
Probably from there, but I always liked real estate. And when it came time, my company said they were shutting down. I decided to go all in on real estate.
Nice.
And yep.
Nice. So this happened not too long ago,
Yes.
just recently.
Yeah.
So you're just getting started, you're very successful. I see you all over the internet and I really love your posts. More than just motivation, right? Just wisdom. I mean,
Right.
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Thank you. If you don't follow her, do it. Great. So tell us how you just began, how you got started. For someone who's interested
Right.
in starting, well, good grief, where do I start? Do I
Right.
need hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Yeah.
How would you answer that?
Sure, yeah. So initially I was listening to a lot of podcasts. I was listening to Bigger Pockets, and then I stumbled across another podcast from Deal Machine. And one of the hosts of the podcast, they talked about their coaching program for wholesaling real estate. And I've heard about wholesaling, but I knew the basic concept, basically assign a contract, but I didn't really know how to implement for myself. And, like I said, I was at a point in my life where I was like, I want to look for something else. I wanted out of my job. And he was like, you can quit your job in 3 months. And I was like, I'm in.
Good timing, right?
Good timing.
Okay.
So I joined the coaching program, and then I started implementing everything that he taught me. And I would say it did take a little bit of money, right? I had to pay for the coaching program, and then I had to pay I was sending direct mail for wholesaling. Although you can get in with a lot less money, but it does make it easier to have like a little bit of money, right? I had like a couple of grand that I had saved from like doing other side businesses,
Right.
and I used that to start this wholesaling journey.
Right.
And so you can start off with not a lot of money, but a little bit of money does help.
Nice. Yeah. Well, it's like priming the pump. You
Yeah.
can bootstrap it, but
Right.
it's a long, hard road.
Yeah.
So a little bit of money helps, but
Yeah.
not a lot. $2,000, you said.
Yeah.
Roughly. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
for sure.
So what's your driving force? What gets you up in the morning now? Besides obviously needing to replace your job, but it's
Right.
more than that, I sense, from your
Right.
videos and your attitude.
Right, yeah. So my driving force, my why is, I want to be able to spend time with my kids, right? I have 2 kids that are 1 and 3, so I want to be able to watch them grow up, spend as much time as I can with them, be able to travel the world, not have to like ask for time off, and if anything they have going on, I can just stop whatever I'm doing and go, be with my kids. Just time freedom, being able to live my life.
Understood. It's a common theme amongst entrepreneurs. They're
Right.
willing to give up the supposed security of a 9-to-5 job because they want more freedom.
Right.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So tell us about your business today. What does it look like and what's your day-to-day?
Yeah, sure. So right now I'm still wholesaling by myself, so I do not have a team yet. I do plan on eventually growing that. So right now I drive for dollars, I send mail, and then when responses come in, so when people start calling me, I make appointments, I go look at houses, and I make offers on them. And so once I have offers accepted, I'm looking for buyers, reaching out to buyers, sending out deals, and writing up contracts, getting contracts signed, sending out to title companies, and following up.
Got it. So driving for dollars, for those who don't know, what does that mean?
Okay, so driving for dollars is basically you drive around neighborhoods anywhere realistically, and you look for houses that are run down, overgrown, need work, and you are taking down the addresses of these properties, and then you either contact the owner by phone or by sending mail like I do, or sending them a text message. And that's driving for dollars. So you're looking for these rundown properties, and then once they contact you, that's how you find off-market deals.
Got it. Okay. So what's going well for you so far in your business?
Yeah, so far, driving for dollars has definitely brought me good returns. It does take some time and effort, but it's an easier way to get into it without having to, spend a lot of money on like lists and just marketing. Like, people do like marketing online and paying like pay per lead and stuff like that costs a lot of money. Driving for dollars is a lot less I guess upfront cost to it.
You're trading time for money in essence. You spend a little more time, it doesn't cost as much.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Exactly.
So I've heard about a lot of national or regional groups that do wholesaling.
Yeah.
So how does that, obviously they're big groups, right?
Right.
Tell me the difference between what you do and what they do. Now they're doing the same basic thing.
Yeah.
But how does it work better for you than it does for them?
So I think it works a little bit better for me because when people see my marketing material, first of all, I have a picture of my family. So I think it depends on the person if they connect to that, feeling like, okay, it's a small family business. I'd like to support a smaller family business than a big corporation. They decide to call me. Honestly, the last couple of appointments I went to, the first one, the owner was like, hey, my wife chose 2 postcards and one of them was yours. And she does a lot of research, so that means she likes you.
Right. Good.
And then the second one, the owners, they were like, you know why we picked yours? Well, people named Elena, everybody we know named Elena is a good person.
Okay, good. I'll change my name to Elena. I like that.
So I think I connect to people in a different way than the big corporations do. Yeah, it's more personalized. They want to support a more local, more like, family, smaller business.
No, I appreciate that. In one of the books I've been reading recently, they speak about how the rising generations, if you will, they're much more interested in the personal touch than, say, previous my generation and earlier, who are more interested in the deal and transaction, whereas doing something that's benefiting the community and doing something that is local is much more attractive, and that's kind of, I feel the same way too. So.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give someone who's starting their own business and who wants to start out with wholesaling?
Yeah.
What would you say, hey, here's some really good steps to take that you might not find online or through your own research, right? You have some experience.
Sure, yeah. And I think the main thing is start taking action. So the main steps for wholesaling is basically, go out there, drive for dollars. If you don't have capital to send mail, find their contact number online. Call the people, send text messages. You can leave post-its on doors, that's free. And start getting responses. And you need to do this consistently. You need to be sending out a lot of mail. It's not just 5 or 10, right? You need to be sending hundreds and thousands to get results.
Okay, great. So where do you see your business in 5 years?
In 5 years, my business should be running itself.
Okay.
Right. I have a team. I have people doing acquisitions and sales and dispo, and I come in as the person running the business, right? Giving them motivation, teaching different skills, and just keeping the business running.
There's a great degree of wisdom in that, because a business running itself, so many entrepreneurs these days, you start out by yourself and you're wearing all the hats.
Right.
And by golly, to get it done, you got to do it right yourself.
Right.
And you get burnout.
Yeah.
And you become a slave to your job, just like you were before.
Definitely.
But whereas you're beginning with the end in mind, which is you're not afraid to delegate, right? And so you're bringing on the team, and you are going to be a business owner as opposed to a wholesaler. He will own a wholesale business.
Yeah, that's the goal. I'll definitely say it's tough taking the first step, trying to make the first hire, and I think that's a slight mental block.
I'm responsible for this person's well-being. Everyone can't be on a 1099.
Yes, so I'm slowly getting there though.
Okay.
I do know I need to hire, and I do plan on it.
Good.
I'll just have to get there. Yeah.
When do you think you'll be doing your first hire?
Ooh, I don't have a plan for that yet, but hopefully soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Define soon.
Maybe in the next couple of months.
Ooh, that is soon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exciting. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give beyond what you've just said to someone who's just maybe not necessarily in wholesaling, but just starting their own business?
Right.
What steps did you take to secure your business to make sure it is growing? And it is growing successfully. Like I said, you've only been doing this since beginning of the year, last year?
Yeah.
Right.
So I started in July, but I was still at my job
Right.
last year, and then I've been off of my job since March this year.
Right.
Yeah,
So 90% of startups are gone within the first year.
Right.
So you're already in the top 10%.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's great. So
Right.
what would you say to someone who is
Mhm.
just starting so that
Right.
they can be in that 10% in 12 months?
Right. I think definitely like having a plan of action, making sure you are taking, doing the tasks that need to be. Like as long as you're a person that after leaving your job, you're not thinking like, oh, this is all free time. You have to treat this new business as a job, right? Initially, even I think the whole time, even once you start hiring, it's still a job, right? You still have to make sure this business is running and creating income and just focusing on creating income.
Okay.
Doing the tasks that are needed to be done to create income.
Right. It's easy to be busy
Yeah.
and have a full day, and at the end of the day, you didn't move the needle.
Right.
Is what you're saying. Be aware of that.
Yeah.
Be aware. And I find in my own career that's been amazing.
Right.
I have been busy, and then wasn't really getting where I needed to be.
Right.
And one of my coaches said, you should do this. And so I started tracking my activities.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden things started happening.
Yeah.
And it was because there was a focus on revenue generating activities. So
Right,
great.
definitely.
Great idea. Any
Yeah.
other nuggets of
Yeah.
wisdom you want to share with us?
I think the last thing I want to say is like consistency. Sometimes it doesn't happen immediately. You just have to keep pushing. Like there's points, in like I think starting a business that you get tested. It's like, are you actually going to keep doing this to get the result? If you don't, right, you never get the result because you stopped and you gave up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you keep going, you can't fail.
Mm-hmm. I agree, absolutely. It's like the cartoon of the guy who's mining for diamonds, and
Right.
one guy gives up, and the other guy's like 2 picks away.
Right.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
great. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your wisdom, and I appreciate you sharing your journey with us. Wish you all the best, and look forward to working with you in the future.
Yeah.
And maybe we can do another podcast together.
Yeah,
sometime. All right.
definitely.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.